Hello again, everybody. I'm Ed Robinson, and welcome to another edition of Robinson Responds. This is the program where I give you my thoughts on the 10th Thursday night football game of the 2024 NFL regular season. We had an NFC East matchup involving the Washington Commanders going up against the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles would beat the Commanders 26-18. So for the Eagles, quarterback Jalen Hurts completed 18 out of 28 passes for 221 yards. He also had 10 carries for 39 yards and a rushing touchdown. Saquon Barkley had 26 carries for 146 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns, and he had 2 catches for 52 yards. Kenneth Gainwell had 4 carries for 43 yards. A.J. Brown had 5 catches for 65 yards. Dallas Goedert had 5 catches for 61 yards. Devontae Smith had 4 catches for 29 yards. Also on the defensive side, Zach Bond and Nakobe Dean had 8 tackles. Brandon Graham, Josh Sweat, and Nolan Smith Jr. all had a sack. And Reed Blankenship had an interception. And on the losing end for the Commanders, quarterback Jaden Daniels completed 22 out of 32 passes for 191 yards. He had a touchdown pass and an interception. Brian Robinson Jr. had 16 carries for 63 yards and a rushing touchdown. Austin Eckler had 8 catches for 89 yards. And then Zach Ertz had 6 catches for 47 yards, a touchdown, and a 2-point conversion. All right, so again, the Eagles beat the Commanders 26-18. All right, here's some of my takeaways from the Eagles-Commanders game. First off, Saquon Barkley is a beast. Saquon Barkley was a fool when he was in college at Penn State. And when he first came into the NFL, being drafted by the New York Giants, hey, when he was not hurt, just an unstoppable force, a dominating force. If you need somebody to be a downhill running back, Saquon could do that. If you need somebody coming out of the backfield and being a receiver, Saquon can do that as well. We saw a lot of that during his time with the New York Giants. And in his first year with the Philadelphia Eagles, he has become not only an X factor, but he's really become the offense for Philadelphia. You notice when Saquon gets going, that gives Jalen in the passing game an opportunity to make things happen. If you watch the game, you notice that Washington in the first half, they had Philly's number. The Eagles' offense struggled in the first half. But in the second half, when Saquon got going with the running game, that gave Jalen Hurts in the passing game an opportunity to make plays. That's why Jalen was able to get throws to A.J. Brown and Dallas Goedert and Devontae Smith, as well as Saquon Barkley as well. So, again, Eagles management in the offseason, they rolled the dice and they signed Saquon Barkley, who was a free agent, and brought him to Philly. Kudos to Howie Roseman, Jeffrey Lurie, and the Eagles management for making that happen. But that was one takeaway that I got, is that Saquon Barkley is a X factor and a difference maker in the Eagles offense. And when he gets going, the Eagles offense gets going. That's when Jalen Hurts and company, they get their passing game going as well. Another takeaway that I had was that the Eagles defense played effectively. Now, yes, Washington's Jaden Daniels, he's a rookie quarterback. Yes, he is. But Jaden Daniels is having a fantastic rookie year, and most likely he will win Offensive Rookie of the Year. But the Eagles defense, they took advantage of the opportunity. There were a lot of moments when Daniels was flustered. He was shell-shocked, and the Eagles defense, having the experience that they had, they were able to make plays, and they were able to get to Daniels. Zach Bond, Nakobe Dean had 8 tackles. Josh Sweat, Nolan Smith Jr., and the veteran Brandon Graham all had a sack, and then Reed Blankenship had an interception. Jaden Daniels has had a lot of great games this year, and he will have better games, but the Eagles' defense was just too much for him. And you can just see it. Again, the rookie mistakes were made, and again, Washington, they had Philly for one half, but it's not about how you start, it's how you finish. And certainly the Eagles defense, they were able to get themselves together and stifle the rookie quarterback in Jaden Daniels. Another takeaway that I got from this game is that Philadelphia, they've now won 6 in a row. Do I think it's going to be a 2-team race for the NFC? I actually think it's going to be a 3-team race in the NFC with Philadelphia, Detroit, and San Francisco. Detroit is the best team in the NFC right now. San Francisco, they're starting to put it together. They're starting to get it together now. Now, yes, Brandon Ayuk, done for the year. But Debo is still in the mix. George Kittle is in the mix. And Jawan Jennings is a major X factor in that offense. And, of course, you got Brock Purdy, and then you've got Christian McCaffrey coming back from the injury. So don't sleep on San Francisco. And we know what Detroit is capable of doing as well. But also Philadelphia is staking its claim as well. So I think this is going to be a 3-team race to see who will win the NFC. Detroit, Philadelphia, and San Francisco. And another takeaway that I had is that Washington will be a playoff team this year. Will they win the NFC East? I don't know. There's a good chance they could do it. They'll play Philadelphia again in a few weeks. This time it'll be in Landover, Maryland, in the nation's capital. Washington, in my opinion, they're one receiver away from really making a big stride, taking that next step. When they get that big receiver alongside Terry McLaurin, it is going to pay off big dividends. And if you thought Jaden Daniels was awesome this year, next year he's going to be even more awesome if they choose to bring in another big play receiver. But again, the final score in Thursday Night Football, the Philadelphia Eagles 26, the Washington Commanders 18.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning into the channel. Remember to click like, share, and subscribe, and thank you for watching.